The aftermath, 1 year later. The postcard arrives in a battered envelope, postmarked from some coastal town that doesn't exist on most maps. It's addressed to Mike in messy handwriting, Davy's unmistakably, and features a sun-bleached Polaroid taped haphazardly to the back. In it, you and Davy grin from atop a rickety pier, arms slung around each other, salt-tangled and sunburned and glowing. Behind you both, the ocean stretches endlessly, scrawled at the bottom in permanent marker. Told you we wouldn't get arrested. Mostly, P.S. we still have your ukulele. Mike groans, but he pins it to the fridge anyway. And somewhere out there, a tambourine jingles faintly on the breeze. Scene: the call that changes everything. The phone rings at 3 a.m. in Monkey's Manor, a shrill, insistent sound that has Mike stumbling out of bed with a groan. He grabs the receiver, voice rough with sleep. What? Static crackles on the line before Davy's unmistakable laughter bursts through, bright and slightly breathless. Mikey! Guess who just got banned from an entire country? In the background, there's the sound of crashing waves and your distant yell of, "It was an accident!" Mike sighs deeply, then hangs up without a word. Fade to Mickey sleepily cheering from his room. Scene: a brief respite. You and Davy collapse onto an air mattress on a deserted beach, exhausted, salt-tangled, and delirious with exhaustion. You're soaked from a last-second escape from the harbor patrol, but neither of you can bring yourself to care. The moon is high overhead, casting silver-blue shadows through the palm trees. Davy sprawls across the sand, still grinning. God, I love this life, he chuckles, breathless. I think we just beat our own record for most ridiculous night. You roll your eyes, grinning despite yourself. Not sure the harbor patrol would agree. You gesture to your damp, sea-salted clothes. Also, I may be wearing an entire ocean's worth of salt now. Davy grins shamelessly, kicking off his sandals. You say that like it's a bad thing, he teases. Salt makes everything better. Before you can respond, his face lights up as a thought strikes him. He grabs your hand, pulling you upright and into a clumsy beach blanket dance underneath the moonlit sky. There's no music, no witnesses except the waves rushing and the stars wheeling overhead. But he sings anyway, off-key and a little breathless with laughter, spinning you in a wide circle until you're both laughing too hard to keep going. Finally, he slows, collapsing back onto the air mattress and pulling you down after him. His eyes are bright in the darkness, the stars caught in their depths. A moment of quiet confession. The waves murmur in a soft counterpoint to the wind, crashing softly against the shore a few feet away. But for once, you barely notice, because now, with Davy lying beside you under the endless night sky, something in the air has shifted. The laughter fades, leaving something quieter, more vulnerable in its place. He turns his head, meeting your gaze with a smile too soft to be anything but genuine. There's something I've been meaning to tell you, he says quietly. Your heart beats faster, an unexpected mix of nervousness and hope. What could possibly be making Davy Jones nervous? What is it? You ask, your voice barely above a whisper. His smile flickers, as if suddenly unsure. He looks away, fingers tracing nervous patterns across the sand before meeting your gaze again. I don't know how to say this right, he admits, almost sheepishly. Then he seems to steel himself, inhaling the salt-kissed air like a man bracing for battle. Just promise you'll listen, no matter how mad I sound. You nod, bracing yourself for the unexpected. Whatever Davy's about to tell you, it's clearly important to him. I promise, you say quietly. He takes a deep breath, gazing out at the waves for a moment before turning back to you. In the soft moonlight, he looks impossibly young, like the world hasn't gotten to him yet. He bites his lip, searching your face. You won't laugh at me? He asks suddenly, almost like a plea. You shake your head, feeling a lump rise in your throat. Your heart is racing. I won't. He nods, swallowing slowly. For once, he doesn't seem like the confident, charming showman who can talk his way out of anything. He just looks like a boy who's about to confess his secrets under the stars. That realization only makes your heart beat harder in your chest. He takes another breath, and suddenly all the words spill out at once, frantic, like he's been holding them back for far too long. I can't stop thinking about the future, you know. About after. Scene, the confession under the stars. Davy exhales shakily, fingers twisting in the sand between you. All my life I've been sprinting toward the next gig, the next city, whatever madness comes with tomorrow. He pauses, eyes flickering over your face like he's memorizing it. But lately I keep imagining something after all that. Something quiet. His voice drops to a whisper, raw with a hope he can't disguise anymore. With you. The waves hush against the shore as if waiting for your answer. Fade to black under a sky full of shooting stars. Davy nods, expression almost vulnerable in the silver darkness. Yeah, he murmurs. I want it like I've never wanted anything before. He's rarely seemed so open, the wild-eyed dreamer in him bared to the light. But there's no hint of a joke in his eyes, no trace of the usual cheeky charm. For once he's not trying to impress you. He's just him, and he's hoping that's enough. The future, painted in moonlight. Davy exhales, steady, and shifts onto his side to face you fully. The grin that tugs at his lips is softer now, less monkey, more just Davy. Well, he starts, tracing idle patterns in the sand between you. First off, somewhere quiet. Not forever, just a place with a porch swing and neighbors who don't scream when I sing in the shower. He nudges your foot with his own, teasing. Unless you're the one screaming, of course. His voice turns quieter as he keeps going. Words spilling like lyrics half remembered. Mornings where we actually sleep in. Maybe a garden, though I'll kill anything green within days, let's be honest. A dog named something ridiculous, like Tambourine. He hesitates just for a beat before locking eyes with you again, chestnut brown gaze unwavering under the stars. 1,000 little ordinary days that still feel like adventures 'cause we're together. He shrugs then as if suddenly self-conscious, a rarity for him, picking up your hand to press an exaggerated kiss to your knuckles. But it lingers just slightly too long to be all theatrics this time. What you think? His whisper is half laughing but weighted with hope, as heavy as anchors or promise between sailors at sea before dawn breaks open wide horizons ahead of them both. Bonus post-credits scene. Years later, someone asks how they met their partner, without missing a beat. You deadpan, he stole my shoes. Davy grins over from where he's tuning his guitar nearby. Technically,